Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome right here to Auto Club Speedway for the final round of the ISNF series for season 10, right here on the iCast Racing Network, powered by iRacing. I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and tonight the the iRacing Sim NASCAR Fever Series doesn't end a season here; it just decides its legacy. And this is round number 22, the final chapter of season 10. And this is going to be the Biffle Memorial 200. And there's absolutely nowhere for these drivers to hide here at this speedway. For the championship tonight, it couldn't be any simpler. You don't need any calculators, you don't need any extra points. Just one rule for these four drivers: just finish in front of the other, and you are champion. So Angel Hernandez, Craig Lautenslager, Cody Meadows, Charles Roberson, these four drivers are duking it out here at Auto Club for the championship. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Biffle Memorial 200. We're going to have a couple paint schemes here tonight. First off, Fabricio Lamana in that number 44 machine. He will be running that Grambling number 44. Also in that number 16 machine, there he is, Kyle Benson. He will be throwing back to the Granger uh, number 16 for Greg Biffle. So that number 44 is sponsoring, is running that last livery that Greg Biffle ran in the Cup Series, and obviously Kyle Benson is, he's driving uh, that number 16 machine that we all recognize and that we all love. Before we get things underway here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look here at your championship standings. Four drivers: Angel Hernandez, Craig Lautenslager, Cody Meadows, Charles Roberson. These four drivers here will be duking it out here for the championship. Mike Gonzalez, Christian Delgado, Danny Solo, I'm sorry, Danny Solo, Chris Van Mastert, Jeff Weimer, John Hopley will round out your top five or top 10. Joseph Maines, Chris Otto, Michael Hoffledason, Justin Johnson, Alyssa Sharp, Larry Fairman, Dylan Basin, and Justin Barkley will round out your top 18 in points. Looks like a decent amount of these drivers have made their way down to the track to get some practice laps in. So far, we have had 25 competitors here. These competitors are now lined up down on pit road. Let's go ahead and take a look now at our starting lineup for the Biffle Memorial 200 right here at Auto Club Speedway. Starting on the pole, Kyle Benson in that number 16 machine, and Thomas Flynn in that number 47. Angel Hernandez and Cody Meadows will make up row number 2. Row number 3, you got Joshua Grosso and uh, Austin Reedy. Row number 4, you got I'm sorry, Joshua Grosso, Austin Reedy, Will Austin, Craig Lautenslager will make up row number 4. Row 5, Charles Roberson and Fabricio Lamano. Lamana will be in that 44. Row number 6, you got Dylan Lansdale and Joey Maines. Row 7, you have Ronnie Roberts and Gabe Ledger. Row number 8, you have Torrance Preston and Christian Delgado. Row 9, Blake Hewlett and Thaddeus Friel Jr. Row number 10, you have Eugene Thorne and Kyle Williams. Row 11, you got Christopher Walker joined by Parker Strandit, Mike Iskandar, Steven Sire make up row number 12. Row number 13, Shane Johnson and Frank DeAngelis. Row number 14, Martin Roberg is going to be joined by Davey Hendricks. Row 15, Jeff Weimer and Don Blazer. Row 16, Chris Van Mastrit and Chuck Cobb in that 01 machine. Row number 16 is going to be John Hopley, Matt Metler. Row 18. Sorry. Row 18, David Anderson, Clarence Prince, and that number 35 machine. Row number 19 is Michael Lester, and Bob Wyckoff will be to his outside. And rounding out your field today, it's going to be Brian Treadwell and Jimmy Johnson in that number 91 machine. So that right there will be your starting lineup here for tonight's race. And as we get things ready to rock and roll here at Auto Club Speedway, we do have a special announcement coming up here in a little bit. We are going to be announcing the most popular driver award a little bit later this evening, so you guys will want to stay tuned for that. And before we do anything else here, ladies and gentlemen,
So the first title was the documentary title.
we
Yeah,
are
so
going to
and
take
I'll
a
tell
look
you about
here
a couple of years.
up close
So
to these two paint schemes here.
so
That number
so we had
16
nothing
Granger
really noticeable. It was all in the same line.
Ford Mustang, and that number 44 driven by Fabricio Lamana in his Chevy SS machine. I'm sorry, Chevy Camaro. These two drivers honoring the late Greg Biffle, and all of our hearts here at ICAST Racing Network and everybody for the ISNF series. All of our hearts and prayers and everything goes out to the Biffle family, the friends, everybody there, and the other three passengers that were with them as well, who tragically lost their lives a couple days ago. So go ahead and get everybody set up into their correct lines that they need to be in here for the Biffle Memorial 200. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing underway here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car. That means we're going to go ahead and get ready to go green flag racing this time by. Again, we want to thank Kyle Benson and the number 16, the 44 of Capricio Lamana for running those special paint schemes here tonight. And the pace car is making that hard left-hand turn onto the pit road. And we are green flag racing right here at Auto Club for round number 22, the season finale of the ISNF Season 10, as these drivers hand up here in turn number 1 for the very first time. Kyle Benson, he's looking to take over that top spot as they come out of turn number 2, and they are now 3 wide for that second spot, coming down the back straightaway. Here comes Cody Meadows, trying to make his way up into the second spot. And there's going to be contact at 47. Thomas Flynn sideways a little bit. He's going to save it, but he's going to fall all the way back to right about that 12th, 13th spot before he's able to start making his way back up to full speed with everybody else. So he's still going to be stuck in that wide situation in the back. And I'm going to pull up the drivers where they are all at currently. Angel Hernandez currently in that second spot. Craig Lautenslager currently in that 6th spot. Cody Meadows up in that 5th spot currently. And Charles Roberson in that number 20. He's currently down in that 7th spot. All of your current racers are in the top 10 currently. So that just means that your battle here for the championship is going to be absolutely on fire tonight. As we come back here to right about where Craig Lautenslager in that number 77 is, as they come out of turn number 4, he's got Charles Roberson right behind him. Austin Reedy in that number 13 is going to be directly in front of him. So these drivers, you know, it's a long way to make it 200 miles around this speedway. So they've got plenty of time, but they got to survive the first few laps of this race. Charles Roberson and Craig Lautenslager almost making a contact there. But they're going to get themselves sorted out here as they enter turn one once again over here. Nicholas Hernandez in the number 45 machine. He is currently the highest running of your championship for here tonight. So as long as he can stay right here, you know, he will solidify himself as a season champion. He is currently a 3-time season champion here in the ISF Series, and he is looking for his 4th championship here. If he can do that, he is absolutely he's gonna become a 4th-time champion here in the ISF Series. Cody Meadows back in the number 21 machine for Wood Brothers. He is tracking down his first championship as he is going to try to force himself 3 wide here on Angel Hernandez, and he's going to get a decent run here on the front straightaway into turn number 1. Now these two running side by side here for the championship, and Cody Meadows, he will overtake for that 2nd spot as they come down the back straightaway here. What an incredible move there by Cody Meadows to take over for that 2nd spot. And let's take a look back here from Cody Meadows, looking back to everybody else here on track. As you see that number 48, Joey Mays there on the inside of the speedway. He's starting to make some big headway. Hello. And he just got like a big boost coming down in turn number 1 there. And he will rocket himself up here into that 3rd spot. He's having a pretty decent night so far, up 9 spots. So little bit by little, they've been, oh, we have one up in the wall, Rodney Roberts. He's going to be able to keep it straight, but he's going to fall all the way back to just about the 22nd, down to 25th now. Really good day for him as these drivers continue to battle it out here for that 2nd spot. Joey Mays made his way up here to that 2nd spot. He's looking to take over the race lead here in turns 3 and 4. But here comes Angel Hernandez. He overtook Cody Meadows for that 3rd spot. And now here comes Maines. He's still trying to get the best of Kyle Benson here. He's trying to take over the top spot here. And he's going to have a really good run here on the exit of turn number 2. So it's looking very interesting to see if he's going to be able to clear Kyle Benson, which he will. So we have a new race leader, Cody Meadows, 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. They will run side by side here for that 6th spot. As you see, Roberson, he's able to clear Craig Lautenslager now. And he's going to drop back here. very wide in the middle of 3 and 4, but we'll go ahead and double it back up here on the front straightaway. Trying to retake the spot Joey Main out of turn number 2, not able to make it, so he's going to go ahead and squeeze himself right in front of Austin Reedy, but here comes Austin Reedy attacking to the inside of that number 13 machine. Reedy doing a phenomenal job here so far early on in this race, as he is trying to use the draft there from that number 16 machine, not able to get much out of it this time on. They go rocket down here into turn number 3 or 1. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the line this time on, a moment of silence, and we're going to focus on that number 16 here. Benson in that number 16, doing a throwback here to Greg Biffle. He's doing a phenomenal job holding up the Greg Biffle name out here leading the front of this field. And so he's doing a phenomenal job holding off multiple hard charges between Angel Hernandez. He's been up here trying to fight for the lead, and Kyle Benson, he's doing a pretty good job in that number 16, holding off the rest of this field. Having a little bit of hard time. Bear with me here just one moment, alright? We gotta get all this figured out here real quick. Let's start showing people how to race, they learn how to race, all that other great stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get it all sorted out here in just a quick moment. Yellow flag is out. Parker stranded has gone around, it seems. Back here to see if we can see what happened. He just got loose out of turn 2 and just came back across
door right
the
there.
run. With a head of steam moving to the outside his chin. Richie says it can't be done. Tony Shallen says turn on the reggae music. If you're gonna pass me, you're gonna do it high.
There is just one more lap remaining, and look how close Modoff is. He got the slipstream.
There we go. 2 laps to settle it in the Blue Emu Firecracker 400. Whatever you got to give it now. Back to green we go.
On the final lap, side by side, they still run wheel to wheel. Now, through the snake, the S's we go. Crow edges ahead. Modoff is still there.
White flag, one more to go on the Daytona 250. Keplinger leads that lap. Who's going to lead the last one?
To the line, look at that, Dave Chapman, he's going to send it around the outside final corner. Has he got it done?
Continuing to go side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, and they manage it safely. Now through 5.
And hunting for a way by it all. Between Phil Sellinger and Go
To the outside. White flag is out side by side. They make contact in the turn number 1. Ooh, gets onto the grass now down to the inside. Andy T, a little bit of a wiggle and the perfect crossover there from Polly Portson to defend the position. Andy T totally sideways. They're still sideways going into Siberia. And getting ready to cross. He goes around the outside, but it's not enough. Eden's up the racetrack. Carbo down the track. A photo finish. James Eden wins it. It's still 4 abreast into the braking zone. This is sensational racing. And here comes Bowden. It's going to be a drag race to the end. Then side by side, who gets it? Williams tries to cover him off, but once again, pulling the over-under. Daniel Morad is going to win with a last quarter pass. Newsom's coming up right there. By the corner, it's going to be There's nothing. Oliver's going to come back at him. It's going to be a race to the line. Does he have enough? Down to it. And they're wrecking it 3. Here comes Michael Cozy Jr. Michael Cozy Jr.'s got the lead. He looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.
Welcome back to Auto Club Speedway as these drivers are going to get ready to go ahead and set these guys up for this next restart. Great DeAngelis and Chris Van Master were the only drivers who did not come down pit road. A lot of drivers only took a quick splash and go on this caution. While we're under this caution, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Rhea Ferris. Ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ferris, she is going to be your season 10 most popular driver for this season. Congratulations to Rhea, first time getting that award. So really big, huge congratulations to Rhea. Rhea, go ahead and, run it with pride, and thank you for everything that you do for the ISNF series, and it's a very well-deserved reward for all the hard work that you put into this series, not only here in the Cup Series, but for your guys' trucks and O'Reilly Auto Parts series as well. So thank you for everything you do. Very well-deserved award. And so your season 10 most popular driver is going to be Rhea Ferris. And we are back at Green Flag Racing here at Auto Club Speedway. Great DeAngelis in that number 6 machine. He's going to take over that top spot as you see Hernandez. And Charles Roberson now duking it out here for that second spot and for the championship at the moment, as we have a big, good old bumble jumbo cars back here. We have Cody Meadows and Lautenslager in 5th and 6th as well. So now your championship are all in the top 6. So these drivers are keeping very close tabs on each other, and each one of them waiting for the other one to slip up, as we are hoping to which of these guys that we were hoping to have crowned as champion. As you see, Cody Meadows now down here on the back straightaway. he's up here trying to hold on Carlton Roberson. As we have trouble back here in turn 4. Christian Delgado, Mike Iskandar, the 4 is involved. The 48 is involved, the 51, the 99. A lot of cars here involved in this one. Let's come back here and take a look and see what happened. I believe it probably started right around with that number 12 of Christian Delgado. Yeah, it looked like him and that 47 machine made some contact. And at that point, the 12 of Delgado, he was just holding on to it, not able to hold it. And then he got rear-ended there by the 34 machine. And that is just what's going to send him around. Oh, a couple drivers had absolutely nowhere to go. Couple good hard impacts here for a couple of these drivers, and the 12 coming back down across. The 4 cars, the 20 or the 1 machine, the 48, they all had nowhere to go. And Mike Iskandar here involved as well. Yeah, a lot of good drivers here involved in this one. As you see a couple drivers coming down to get repairs on their machine, including that 12 of Christian Delgado. So definitely not what Christian Delgado wanted to see here tonight, as he's got heavy damage there to the front end of his Wabash number 12 machine. 54 has a lot of damage here as well. The 34, Eugene Thorne, Blake Hewlett, he's back here. Rodney Roberts in that number 88 machine. John Hopley in the number 4, he's down here on pit road. The number 99 of David Anderson, Brian Treadwell in the number 78 machine. He's going to start making his way back out on the track. Shout outs here real quick in chat. The Ruffle Puff, where's the race? Yeah, sorry about the late start there, buddy. Jordan, hi Puff. Knights are Stitch High. Let's go Ash from Stitch, aka Cody Meadows. And let's go Ash from Puff. So yeah, so a lot of good drivers out here, you know, rooting on everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to get ready to go. Green flag racing here once again. Frank DeAngelis, Angel Hernandez will bring the field into the Geico restart zone. And we are green flag racing once again here at Auto Club Speedway. as these drivers head down here in turn one. Frank DeAngelis, what an incredible start for him. He's going to get out from the early lead here, but Roberson, he's trying to make quick work. And Cody Meadows, he'll slip up the track, make contact with that number 13 machine, but he will go ahead and retain that fourth spot for the moment. Getting extremely tight, and now here comes Reedy back to the inside of Meadows. He's really looking to retake. Slight contact there between the two. So both of the more contact between Cody Meadows and that number 13 of Austin Reedy. Cody Meadows, you gotta remember, buddy, you are running for a championship here. Don't do anything that is going to take away your chances here, buddy. Here they come down into turn number 3. Still really good side-by-side racing between Meadows and Reedy. Another caution out. Yeah, this is actually going to be our competition yellow. So your top 10, ladies and gentlemen, Frank DeAngelis, number 6 Ford Mustang. He will be your race leader, followed by Charles Roberson, Angel Hernandez, Cody Meadows, Austin Reedy, Craig Lautenslager, Thomas Flynn, Davey Hendricks, Fabricio Lamana, and Jimmy Johnson will round out your top 10. And while we are under this quick caution, let's take another quick commercial break. And when we return, we're going to come back live.
He's opening the door right there. With a head of steam moving to the outside his chin. Richie says it can't be done. Tony Shallen says, turn on the reggae music. If you're gonna pass me, you're gonna do it high.
There is just one more lap remaining, and look how close Modoff is. He got the slipstream.
There we go. 2 laps to settle it in the Blue Emu Firecracker 400. Whatever you got to give it now. Back to green we go.
On the final lap, side by side, they still run wheel to wheel. Now, through the snake, the S's we go. Crow edges ahead. Modoff is still there.
White flag, one more to go on the Daytona 250. Kepler leads that lap. Who's going to lead the last one?
To the line, look at that. Dave Chapman, he's going to send it around the outside final corner. Has he got it done?
Continuing to go side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, and they manage it safely. Now through 5.
And hunting for a way by it all. Between Phil Sell and Rico
To the outside. White flag is out side by side. They make contact in the turn number 1. Ooh, gets onto the grass now down to the inside. Andy T, a little bit of a wiggle and the perfect crossover there from Polly Portson to defend the position. Andy T totally sideways. They're still sideways going into Siberia. And getting ready to cross. He goes around the outside, but it's not enough. Eden's up the racetrack. Carbo down the track. A photo finish. James Eden wins it. It's still 4 abreast into the braking zone. This is sensational racing. And here comes Bowden. It's going to be a drag race to the end. That's side by side. Who gets it?
Williams tries to cover him off, but once again, pulling the over-under. Daniel Morad is going to win with a last corner pass.
Newsom's coming up from there. By the corner. It's going to be
There's nothing.
Oliver's going to come back at him. It's going to be a race to the line. Does he have enough? Down to it.
And a record in 3. Here comes Michael Cozy Jr. Michael Cozy Jr.'s got the lead.
He looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Auto Club Speedway for the final round of the ISNF Season 10 Series right here on the iCast Racing Network. So far, we have seen a lot of intense racing so far early on in this race. Joshua Grosso in that number 23 Toyota, he is out front currently, followed by Terrence Preston in that number 10 machine. He is up here making some noise in the top 10. Davey Hendricks in that number 8. He's up here as well, followed by Will Austin and Matt Mettler in that number 67 machine. As we are going to get ready to go back green flag racing right here for the Biffle Memorial 200. As these drivers will start making their way out of turn number 4 with the pace car getting ready to pull a hard left. And it is now in the hands of Joshua Grosso and Terrence Preston as they're in the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out here at Auto Club. Grosso out to a really good lead there over the two of Davey Hendricks and Terrence Preston as they will fly up here into turn number 1 and 2. As we have some of these drivers going 3-4 wide early on. Here they come down here. We have one car moving to the inside, back to the middle. And that's right there. It's just about that number 16 machine of Kyle Benson. He is trying to get that number 16 machine back out front, but not able to do anything with it just yet. As he will go to the outside here of Angel Hernandez. And he's going to split him and, who was that? Craig Lautenslager. Gets it now. He's down on the inside lane now, trying to get around Charles Roberson. Trying to make his way back up here towards the front of this pack. Some really good, strong racing all the way around. A couple drivers trying to figure out where they want to go. That 77 looking to go right behind that number 16 machine. So Lautenslager, he's trying to make his way up through the field by following around that 16 of Kyle Benson, who he knows is wicked fast. Here comes that 67 of Mettler all the way down to the inside, taking it 3 wide now. We'll go ahead and double it back up. As you see Mettler, he's going to go ahead and now run side by side here with Charles Roberson for that 7th spot, not able to do anything with it, as he will fall back, and we continue to run around this speedway. Many cars still running side by side, but Joshua Grosso, he is still out front. Let's go ahead and come back here just a little bit more through the field. Clarence Pritz in that number 35 machine, he's holding tough. Back here in that 20th spot, he's up 16 spots since we went green flag racing. A couple cars up in the wall there, including the 42 of Gabe Ledger, as they're looking to go 3 wide back here in the back. Bob Wyckoff, the number 9 and the 99, 3 wide here, and now they're going to go 3 wide with that number 21 Cody Meadows, one of your championship contenders. We've got smoke, and that's going to be Jimmy Johnson. He just went for a wild slide there in 3 and 4. Coming back up here to Steven Sire in that number 5 machine. He's trying to get on the inside of Matt Mettler here for that 10th spot. Let's go ahead and jump up here to our race leader, Joshua Grosso, in that number 23 machine out of Red Wing, Minnesota. He's doing a phenomenal job at keeping everybody at bay here at Auto Club for the time being. Joey Maines back up here to that second spot as he's trying to get around Davey Hendricks on the outside. Not able to do much with it just yet. But these two drivers will continue to run side by side for that second spot. As you see Terrence Preston and Will Austin running side by side behind them as well. Really good racing all around this speedway, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who to look at, where to look, because the racing is absolutely phenomenal here. As you see this battle up here getting intense. Joey Maines, he is now trying to work on that inside of Joshua Grosso, but not able to make it stick on the inside. I'm sorry, the outside there of turns 1 and 2, and now he's going to take it back to the high side here in 3 and 4. But now he's got Davey Hendricks trying to contest on the inside on the exit of 4, and it looks like Davey Hendricks, he will get a good jump here out of turn number 4. He might be able to clear him here in turns 1 and 2, but that's going to remain to be seen as we see that Joey Maines, he's very strong on that outside as he gets right up into the wall, and that's going to slow up his momentum and allow Davey Hendricks there to get around him. Let's come back out here a little bit further, catch up with Fabricio Lamana out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. So far, Lamana having a great day in that number 44 machine. He's staying up in the top 12 at the moment. Let's jump back here a little bit more, see what other action we can see. We see a couple cars touching up here. Looks like it's going to be Chuck Cobb and Clarence Prince. There's Steve's drivers back here going to touch a little bit and get themselves sorted out here. So far, everybody's gotten themselves pretty much single file as so I think Jimmy's having a little bit of connection radio issues right now. So that's why I see him going all crazy in the scoreboard at the moment. But let's jump back up here to Kyle Benson in that number 16 machine. He started well back right around that 15th, 16th spot. Maybe even a little bit further than that, and he's already made his way back up into that 6th spot as he is now trying to work on the inside here of Frank DeAngelis. Not able to do much with him just yet. Will Austin in that number 43 is trying to get around the number 10 and 77, but not able to do it. So they're going to go think about going 3 wide here on the exit of turn number 4. But the 77 just wasn't able to really get his nose in between the two. So he's going to fall back And Will Austin, he's going to fall back behind Lautenslager now. Let's jump back here to the battle back here for that 15th spot. Thaddeus Field Jr., he's trying to get back around Austin Reedy, but Reedy is just very strong on that inside, so he's going to be able to make it clear back there. Jumping back here to Cody Meadows in that number 21 for Wood Brothers. He's starting to struggle here in that number 21 machine. He is back here in that 28th spot after coming down pit road after that first stage break. So he's definitely got a lot of work he's got to do if he's going to make his way back into the fight for this championship. Jumping up here to Charles Roberson in that number 20 machine for Joe Gibbs Racing. One of your contenders for the championship today. And as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, he is your highest running driver. So here, coming up here on the halfway point next, not this time, but next time by, he will be out front currently as your current points leader and champion as of right now. Angel Hernandez currently in that 13th spot. Craig Lautenslager, he is back in that 7th spot, followed by Cody Meadows. He's back in that 28th spot still. And Charles Roberson currently in that 6th spot. There we go, that looks a little bit better there. So as you guys look at your list right there, right now, Charles Roberson is your highest running driver for the championship at the moment. We are just about 8 laps away from our next stage break. Right now, Joshua Grosso, he's got company from that number 16 of Kyle Benson. So Benson, he's looking to retake that race lead, but Grosso is trying to hold him off. Oh, Benson into the outside wall, a lot squirrely there out of turn number 2. And that's going to allow Davey Hendricks to start making a run back on the inside of him in that 7-Eleven number 8 machine. As you see Benson now taking it back to the high side. The 8 not able to clear Benson this time. So these two will continue to run, well, almost run side by side down the front straightaway. As we continue to watch this battle up here for the 2nd spot. Kyle Benson is holding off now that number 8 machine. Let's jump back here just a little bit to Roberson, who's trying to get on the inside of Joey Maines now. But don't look, he's got Lautenslager right behind him as well. So Charles Roberson, Craig Lautenslager, these both drivers are looking to get their first championship here tonight here at Auto Club. As you see Joey Maines get up into that outside wall a little bit there, along with Frank DeAngelis in that number 6 machine right in front of these guys. As we come to start working lap number 56. So we are just about, maybe about 5 laps away. Yeah, so probably just about 5 laps away now from our stage break. Just jump through the field here a little bit. Let's find out who's doing what. Right back behind Christopher Walker, we got David Anderson and Thaddeus Friel both duking it out here, up here in turns 3 and 4. This here is back here for that 21st spot. Oh, contact between them. And that's going to send Friel way up the track, and he's going to lose the spot to Prince there on the exit of turn number 2. Oh, we got trouble here on the front straightaway. Hold on to it, boys. The 60 involved, the 35 now involved here as well. We have, it looks like the 41 or the 01 machine of Chuck Cobb. He's around here on the front straightaway. Clarence Prince involved in this one. Oh, they're still wrecking. Let's come back. Let's go back, take a look, see what exactly we can see happen as we try to jump here with the 01. I believe he was the first one I saw around. No, it happened right in front of him with the 88 machine. More contact there between a couple of these drivers. Then I know the 88 was trying to pull away. Oh, the 7's not happy with the 88 there. So I believe... Yeah, so coming out, the 67 got hit by the 91, and that just sent everybody involved here in this one. The 7 just... Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure the issue there with the 7. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Definitely very unfortunate there for these drivers, and I would imagine that this here will be their competition yellow. Alrighty, so that will be our competition yellow. And we will update the we'll update the championship 4 here in just a quick moment. Let's see, Angel Hernandez. He's up there in 7th. Lautenslager, he's made his way up into 6th. Alright, so let's go ahead and update those positions here for you. Angel Hernandez in that 7th spot. Craig Lautenslager in that 6th spot. Cody Meadows in the 22nd, and Charles Roberson up in that 5th spot. So Roberson and Lautenslager will share that 3rd row. But Joshua Grosso, Frank DeAngelis will bring the field back to the green this time by All right, and we are green flag racing once again here at Auto Club Speedway. Joshua Grosso out to a very good early lead here as they will dive down here into turn number 1 as we look back at the rest of the field here. Come back here to Frank DeAngelis. A lot of really good movement going on back here, right about for that 6th, 7th spot. Going way high up into the outside wall. That's Joey Maines in that number 48 machine. And now he's got Craig Lautenslager trying to get past him as well. Not able to really do much, but he's trying. Craig Lautenslager, again, one of your championship contenders. And just a couple spots in front of him, you have Roberson and Hernandez. I'm going to go ahead and bring up your champion 4 currently so you guys can see where they're all on track. And as you guys can see right here, they're all pretty much on top of each other at the moment. But right now, Charles Roberson, he is fighting for that 3rd spot. But as of right now, Kyle Benson, he's trying to get the better of these guys out in front of him. As you see, DeAngelis, he's making a good run here on the inside, looking to pass Grosso for that race lead on the exit turn number 4. as they come rocketing down. Oh, we have trouble with John Hopley in that number 4 machine. Hard impact for him. Let's come back here to take a quick look here. Looked like it happened back here in turns 3 and 4. Him and the 60 machine made contact. Both lit up the track, and anyway, let's jump back up here to your race here for that second spot. Joshua Grosso, Frank DeAngelis, these guys still duking it out back here. Kyle Benson, he was able to take over that race lead, so no surprise seeing that number 16 machine back out front as these guys work lap number 67. So we're getting ready to close in here on 30 laps remaining. So 30 laps will, you know, that's the separation between your champion. And so things are really starting to get intense up here now. As you see, Charles Roberson in that number 20 machine, he's starting to make his way up here into that third spot. But he's got Angel Hernandez. Oh, we got one hard into the wall. That's Davey Hendricks. That was absolutely devastating. Let's come back here, take a look, and see what happened. It looks like he came down, hit that transition. I don't know, guys. I think something might have broke on that machine. Let's see what happens with the wheel. No. Yeah, I think something happened with that wheel. Because it started to freak out right there on that transition, and then it just snapped back straight like that. And usually that's the sign of a wheel issue. So definitely heartbreaking there after a really, really good run for Davey Hendricks in that number 8 machine. But man, just sometimes it happens that way that it just doesn't work out. But back out front here, we do got Kyle Benson in that number 16 Granger Ford Mustang. Followed by Charles Roberson in that number 20 Toyota. Followed by Angel Hernandez. So right now it's up to these two here. Hernandez looking for his fourth championship. I'm sorry, his fourth championship. And Roberson, he's looking for his first. So this kind of pressure is nothing new for Angel Hernandez in that number 45 Toyota. But as laps continue to wind down here, Charles Roberson, he's going to really have to start minding his P's and Q's as it comes down here to it. Because if he's not careful, the pressure of the championship could absolutely get to him. But no pressure here for these guys. But just want to make it known that Lautenslager, he started making his way up here into the top 4 as well. So we have 3 of your championship 4 running second, third, and fourth. As these drivers continue to drive. Slight contact. The 77 is able to hold it on. That almost spelled disaster there for Craig Lautenslager in that number 77 Gainbridge Chevrolet. But he's going to retake over that 5th spot. And now only one car separates him between 2 of his competitors for the championship. So this could very well come down to, this could really come down to it, guys. We're just about 3 drivers, separation here. Single file racing now. Kyle Betson out front in that number 16 Ford Mustang. Charles Roberson, Angel Hernandez, followed by Frank DeAngelis and Craig Lautenslager. That is your top 5 at the moment. I want to jump back here to Cody Meadows in that number 21 Ford Mustang. He has cracked back into the top 10. So he is absolutely doing a phenomenal job here in that number 21 machine. As he is now duking it out here with Joey Main for that 9th spot. He will get him cleared. We're going to go ahead and update your championship battle here. Charles Roberson is up in that 2nd spot. Angel Hernandez, he's in 3rd. Craig Lautenslager, he's in 5th. And Cody Meadows has finally cracked into the top 9 as he continues to start making his way back to the front of this field to try to catch his championship competitors here. As of right now, Charles Roberson is holding off Angel Hernandez in that number 45 as we are coming to 24 laps to go this time by. I just want to point out really quick here, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible day it has been for that number 6 of Frank DeAngelis. He started back in just about that 24th spot, I believe it was. And he was able to work his way all the way up here to that 4th spot at the moment. That's just an absolute incredible run here for that driver. You know, and he's hanging tough up here with these big heavy hitters. So what a wonderful day here for Frank DeAngelis, as he's now getting attacked by Craig Lautenslager here out at turn number 2. So even despite if he loses, you know, this spot and finishes 5th, it's still a wonderful day here for Frank DeAngelis. Let's go ahead and jump back here a little bit here throughout the field. Let's catch up here with Fabricio Lamana in that number 44 Chevrolet. He's hanging out here in the top 14. He's having a wonderful day in that last paint scheme that we got to see Greg Biffle in here in the NASCAR Cup Series. We got Christopher Walker in that 11 up into the outside wall. Terrence Preston, he's down pit road at the moment. Chuck Cobb, he's down here as well. Joey Mains, he's coming down pit road, and so is Angel Hernandez in that number 45. So now we have our pit stops starting to happen here. If you guys look right below your ticker, you will see who's down on pit road, how long they've been down there for, and how long, you know, their pit stop was. So now we have our contenders here coming down pit road. So one of these things that these drivers have to do is pay attention to, you know, their speed down on pit road. You get caught speeding on pit road now, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be absolutely heartbreaking. Craig Lautenslager, he's now down on pit road coming into his pit stall now. Roberson in that number 20, looks like he's slowing down here to crank it left. Nope, he's going to stay out another lap here. Cody Meadows in that number 21 machine, he's now down here on pit road as well. Followed by Steven Sire in that number 5 machine. Thaddeus Friel, he's having some issues here getting down on pit road. Oh no, he shows here that he crashed. Let's go ahead and take a look here, see what happened. Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there, but yeah, so Cody Meadows, he's still down pit road. It looks like Craig Lautenslager, he was down on pit road for 10 seconds, so he probably only got 2 tires. Yeah, so Cody Meadows, he spent 49 seconds in his pit stall. Ladies and gentlemen, big heartbreak there for Cody Meadows in that number 21 machine. He got caught speeding on entry into pit road. That is not what he needed. So he has just watched his championship hopes fall apart on this pit entry. Absolutely heartbreaking for Cody Meadows in that number 21 machine. Kyle Benson, your race leader, he's coming down pit road. Watch your pit speeds, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's going to boil down to. As I'm watching these drivers here, Charles Roberson, I think he's the last of your championship 4 that need to come down pit road. Because Craig Lautenslager back at that 13th spot, he's already come and gone down pit road. No, he has not come down. Yeah, he's come down pit road already. He's got 2 tires on that number 77 machine. As I'm continuing to watch these pit times, some drivers electing to take 4 tires, some electing to only do 2. I am showing that Angel Hernandez, when he came down, he had a 14.87 second pit stop, which is an incredible pit stop. Craig Lautenslager, he had a 10.63, so if Craig only got 2 tires and Hernandez got 2 or got 4, it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to play out here, as we are still awaiting Charles Roberson to come down pit road as your last championship leader here, as we have one car that's absolutely blown it up here on the back straightaway. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of who that could possibly be. I think it's the number 19. Yeah, Shane Johnson. Not exactly sure what happened to him. Let's come back here and take a look, see what we could see. Oh, it looked like his engine just expired. Let's ride on board with him here. Yellow flag, Jeff Weimer crashed. Coming out of the pits, sliding, and then he just lost it and came back up the track here. And that's going to bring out our caution. Yeah, so Charles Roberson, he's down pit road now. So this is actually probably going to benefit Charles here. You know, as he was able to come down pit road before that caution came out. And he is going to stay out front as your race leader. Chris Van Master, he will take over as your race leader. But he still needs to come down pit road. Yeah, he will still need to come down pit road to get 4 fresh tires and everything, so. So here comes Van Master. He's going to yank that number 38 machine down pit road. And Charles Roberson, he's going to take over your race lead. Craig Lautenslager, he's elected to come back down pit road. He's probably going to come down and get 4 fresh tires on his machine. Or just take the 2 left sides, or 2 right sides. Yeah, left sides this time. As he already got 2 tires last time. So looks like he's going up on the lefts now and going to drop, and he's going to run over. Crew's going to run to that left, or that left side now. Jack it up, give him 4 tires there, and he's away. Taking a look here at Cody Meadows in that number 21 Wood Brothers machine. He is stuck 1 lap down after getting caught speeding down pit road. His race, ladies and gentlemen, is not over yet. There's still a chance for him. He's going to need to get a quick yellow here. Avoid getting contact or anything, and then come back. But he's only has just a few laps to do it, but it's going to be really hard to come all the way back from 21st. So I really think Cody Meadows' championship's hopes are done tonight. Really definitely heartbreaking there for him. Charles Roberson in that number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's got 3-time champion Angel Hernandez to his outside. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be your battle for the championship. Craig Lautenslager came down to get fresh tires, so he's going to start in the 5th row on the outside, back in that 10th spot. So he's got a long way to go himself. As we go back green flag racing this time, we should have just about 10 laps to go if my calculations are correct. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Craig Lautenslager can do, see if he can make his way back up to the front. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, the front 2 are the drivers that we are watching. Charles Roberson going to try to hold off a 3-time champion who's also competing for the championship here. Charles Roberson been very, very strong all season long. Angel Hernandez been strong all season long. The championship belongs with one of these 2 drivers. Which one? Well, we're about to find out as the pace cars get ready to make that hard left turn down onto pit road. And Charles Roberson, he's going to bring us back into the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is back out here at Auto Club. Oh, the 22 is around. And that's going to bring out our quick caution. Let's come back here, take a look, see what happened. Happened right behind Cody Meadows. They hit the gas, shift gone wrong. Definitely not what these drivers wanted to see. Cody Meadows. And if Mike looks like, yeah, I believe Cody Meadows, he will be your lucky dog. So he's going to get his lap back. Get back here on the lead lap with your race leaders, ladies and gentlemen. But he's going to have to come all the way back from that 21st spot if he's going to have any sort of chance. But he's also going to be lining up behind everybody else that is currently behind him. And there goes Cody Meadows around the pace car to get his lap back. But he is going to have to start at the tail end of the longest line, ladies and gentlemen. So good news is he's on the lead lap. The bad news is, well, he's still got 30 cars he's got to try to get around. So he's going to go ahead and stay out here instead of getting fresh tires. What this does here, ladies and gentlemen, is it makes it harder now for Craig Lautenslager back in that 9th spot. Let me go ahead and update this. That's it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Roberson, Angel Hernandez. First, second. It looks like Roberson, he's going to choose the outside lane for this restart. And right behind them, you got Thomas Flynn and Kyle Benson. Five laps to go when we take the green flag here, ladies and gentlemen, for the final race of the season for Season 10 of the ISNF Series right here on the iCast Racing Network. On behalf of myself and Dakota LaRue, Rhea, and ISNF, thank you guys so much for allowing us to come on board and rock out the rest of the season with you guys. It was an absolute honor. It was an absolute blast to do this. And I want to thank you so very much for everything. And let's get this final race out of the way and finish it off with a bang. 2 championship contenders leading the field to the green flag. 5 laps to go. Roberson, Hernandez. We are green flag racing here once again at Auto Club. 5 laps to go. And you see that 16 machine making a quick run on the inside of Hernandez. And that's going to allow Roberson to start pulling away from Hernandez. As these drivers here will battle it out here for that second spot. Contact. Keep it straight. Nobody's spinning. Right now, Hernandez able to make it work. Benson now climbing up high, trying to get around Hernandez. And this is exactly what Roberson wants to see as these drivers exit turn number 4. Caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. We got one car facing the wrong way. We got the 38 involved here. Joshua Grosso in that number 23 machine. He's involved. Let's come back here, take a look, see what happened. So it looks like possible contact. Oh, that was right up in front of them. The 9 cars goes up and squeezes the 99 into the wall. Then everybody else right behind them locks it up. The 22, the 23, he's around here. So the 9 facing backwards. The 3 into the outside wall. That's Blake Hewlett there. The 38, he's around. Just very unfortunate there for a lot of these drivers here in the closing laps. So we're going to line these guys up and we're going to do it again. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a green-white checkered. These guys, I believe they will have 3 attempts at it. So Roberson needs the same situation happen again that he had on the last restart, where Benson quickly attacked Hernandez and allow him to pull away. So it's going to be very interesting here to see what's going to happen. Cody Meadows back in that 18th spot. He is looking to get, he got 4 tires, so he's going to come back out onto the track, but I think his championship hopes are done. Lautenslager in that number 77, working hard, slowly to get back to, the back bumper of Roberson and Hernandez, but so far not able to do it. And with only pretty much 2 laps when we go back green flag racing, unfortunately, I think we are going to have to scratch Craig Lautenslager out of the championship as well. Unless Roberson and Hernandez do something stupid, they may, that's still a possibility. They could be racing a little too hard to take each other out. And that could hand over the race win to Craig Lautenslager. So, we never know what happens. So what if Charles Roberson or Angel Hernandez take each other out, and in the process, gain up on Lautenslager and he's involved. But Cody Meadows, he could, slip by and take home the champion. A lot of things can still happen, but is it going to? There is a good 99.8% chance nothing like that can happen or will happen. So right now, my best bet is on Roberson and Hernandez. And it's all going to be about this final restart. Now, Roberson, he's chosen the inside lane for this restart. Hernandez, he'll be on the outside this time. And right behind Roberson is that hard-charging Kyle Benson in that number 16 machine. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This could very well be the final restart of Season 10. These drivers looking to bring it home. So now the question is going to be, who is it? How is it going to play out? We are about to find out right here on the iCast Racing Network. Pull your belts tight, guys. This is about to get wicked. Roberson, Hernandez, waiting for that pace car to pull off pit road. The flag is strong in Barney's hand. And here we go. Into the restart zone. Roberson, Hernandez. We are green flag, hopefully for the final time here at Auto Club. And we're going to hopefully crown a champion in 2 short laps. They all get spread out, and here comes Benson attacking on Hernandez. This is exactly what Roberson, again, what he wanted to see happen. As you see these drivers come out, make contact. Slight contact here still coming down the back straightaway. Benson still trying to get the best of Hernandez. Benson, he will get the best of him. Drop Hernandez back to that 3rd spot. More contact. That's going to put the 45 up into the wall. The 45 now slipping back. White flag is in the air. Charles Roberson in that number 20 machine for Joe Gibbs Racing has less than 2 miles to go to bring home his first championship. 180 starts here with ISNF, 17 wins, 93 top 10s, 1 more corner to go. Coming to the race line no matter what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, your Season 10 for ISNF champion is going to be Charles Roberson in that number 20 for Joe Gibbs. And what an incredible day for him. He's probably hooting and hollering right now. Big congratulations to that number 20 machine, as we did have some issues on this final lap. And we'll go back and we'll take a look at that before we talk with our race winners. Charles Roberson is absolutely ecstatic right now in that number 20 machine for Joe Gibbs Racing. A lot of these drivers coming up here to congratulate Charles Roberson on his championship run. Here he comes, going to do his burnout, a well-deserved burnout. Ladies and gentlemen, Season 10 champion, your Biffle Memorial 200 race winner, Charles Roberson. Absolutely very well-deserved victory, very well-deserved championship, and now he can call himself an ISNF Series champion. Absolutely, and ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ferris up here. Congratulations, Rhea, on your most popular driver award. Yeah, definitely a really good race all around as we're just taking a look at the final couple incidents out on track here. Just a couple, incidents that shouldn't have happened, but that's hard racing on the final lap there. But, at the end of the day, Charles Roberson, he's going to hang it down on down in victory lane at the moment. And, well, let's not wait too long. Let's start talking to our top three. All right, let's see. Who do we got down here? We have Charles Robertson. He's in the winner's circle. Yeah, Frank DeAngelis. What a wonderful day for Frank. Bringing it all the way up to that third spot after starting back in that 26th position, I believe it was. I do not see. Yeah, I don't see him down there. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 20 Ream Toyota Camry, winner of the Biffle Memorial 200 and your new Season 10 champion, Charles Roberson. Charles, this is Mike and Rhea up in the booth. Do you got a copy? Charles, what an incredible race for you today. Hanging out top 10 all day long. You started back in that 8th or 9th spot, I believe it was. And just what an incredible day watching you battle it off, holding off probably one of the best in that number. I completely lost my thought here. Angel Hernandez, holding off probably one of the best here in the league, and you come home and take home the win today, man. How's it feel to get this race win here tonight? And on top of that, you're a champion. Congratulations. Yeah, definitely. And, you definitely got lucky there on that third to the last caution there. You were actually down on pit road when that caution came out, so you were able to retain the race lead there on that last pit stop that you had to take. So congratulations there. Let me go ahead and turn this interview over to league owner, operator, everything that's behind the scenes here, Rhea Ferris. Rhea, go ahead and take it over, and we'll let you take it out from here.
You finally got it done. You get to put the trophy in the trophy case amongst all the other ones that I aforementioned prior to bringing you into the booth for a post-race interview. But so let's recap. You've won a Dirt Series championship. You've won trucks. You've won Xfinity. You've won ARCA, right?
ARCA's the only one that won. ARCA's the
What's
only one
that?
that hasn't won.
Okay, ARCA's the only
Yeah.
one you haven't won. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and now the biggest one of all, you've won Cup. So, I mean, how's it feel to have all those trophies? And I mean, now you've won 18 wins in the Cup Series alone. I think you might be one of the winningest. I know you're one of the winningest drivers in ISNF. I don't know if you're I think maybe Angel does have you beat by a little bit, but maybe not because he doesn't run the lower series all that much. But nonetheless, man, I mean, you're a founding member. You've been with us forever. I appreciate your loyalty to the league. It's obviously paid off. Proud to have you. And, you know, some new news going into next season. Not only do you get to you know, crown yourself the champion in a Gibbs car this season, but tell everyone what your plans are with Gibbs going into next season.
Yeah, I'm taking over ownership, and I got, some drivers in it, so it's just one of those deals where you just got to figure out and see, where we're all at halfway through the season. So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yep, and you know, I know how you are as far as being frugal. So, some very good news going into next season. The only thing you'll have to worry about is your ownership fees, because your driver fees are now waived going into next season. So, you do not have to pay the entry fee, or the driver, the champion, always gets that free going into the next season. So, yeah, so I figured you'd be happy about that. So,
yeah, that's all right. I mean, either way, I'm fine with it.
yeah, but congratulations, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I wish it wasn't a Toyota, but I won't let that spoil your party there.
You really don't like Toyotas, do you?
I do not like Toyotas. I am not a Yoda fan, but I am a fan of good drivers in the league, and you're definitely one of them, Charles. We really appreciate you being here for all these years, and I hope you have a good, happy holiday season, and we look forward to seeing what you can do as a car owner for the first time as well. So season 11 is right around the corner, man.
Yep, looking forward to it.
All right, well, go celebrate, enjoy your off season, and we'll talk to you again here pretty soon.
All right, y'all take it easy, stay safe.
You as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your Season 10 champion, Charles Roberson. Overall, Rhea, what an absolute phenomenal season Season 10 turned out to be. A lot of really good racing, a lot of heated moments, a lot of big, wicked crashes. But at the end, the man to conquer it all at the end is Charles Roberson. Just all around recap how you feel the season went for ISNF, and what do you look forward to coming into season 11?
Well, I mean, there's good, bad, and ugly, and as a realist, I have to say, I will start off with the good, the positives. We ended up getting quite a few new drivers into the league, some that have amazing personalities. They're willing and able to learn and progress and do what it takes to be good in the league and run some lower tier series races before they become full-time in Cup. So that's some positives. I made some new friends along the way. We have got some of the camaraderie back as well in the team chat. Some of the bads would be, we have had too many cautions. And I apologize to you as a broadcaster too, that you had to endure that. And unfortunately that is part of the business, but for us to have a little too many though, every single week, there for a stretch, that was a little embarrassing and a little hard to endure, but, that's something we're going to work on going into next season. So to follow up with what you were asking about going into next season, I'm excited to announce that, if you do not have at least 18 career ISNF starts, and that counts towards that all series count toward that. So, for example, if you have 10 truck starts and 8 Xfinity starts, you can become then eligible to run in Cup. You're not guaranteed a spot, but when one opens up, you could be eligible to land that spot. But that lets us get these drivers, the new drivers, vetted, gets the admins and eyeball on these new drivers, find out who we want to run in Cup and who needs to stay down for another season in a lower tier to work on their progression. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Doesn't mean they're a bad driver. It just means that we need to work a little harder, and, we'll get you in there. I mean, Chandler Smith, Ty Dillon, Corey LaJoy, Justin Allgaier, all those guys have gone up and down, back and forth, and some of it has to do with money, unfortunately, in NASCAR, but also has to do with, we need to go back, Cole Custer, we need to go back down, run another season of, Xfinity, whatever, and build that momentum back up and then see what you can do back in Cup. And, that's kind of what we're going to be gearing toward for next season. Excited to see how that develops. And then that should definitely, in the long run, kind of curtail the amount of cautions. That's our number one goal, is to reduce the number of cautions and incidents, on the unnecessary incidents on track, and fully delve into that team camaraderie, bringing back a lot of people in the Discord team chats. I noticed there weren't a whole lot of participants today in Discord. That's unfortunate. So going into next season, we may have to enforce that for a while, just to make sure that everybody's talking to their teammates, their alliance mates, getting to know each other, building that trust, sharing some strategies. And, when you're talking with them going down the track and someone's a lap down or got damage or whatever, you can talk about those things in the Discord, and that cuts down on incidents in itself, because, you've got that one-on-one, with, John Hopley, or, I'm just picking on some of my teammates, Cody Meadows and Christian Delgado and stuff. And, you're able to give them room. They're able to give you room, when they've got damage, so to go around them right away or whatever. And you guys are just talking about that. And if you don't have that, then you're driving blind, and you're causing unnecessary cautions and wrecks. Is it going to cut down on all of it? Absolutely not. But is it going to, really curb some of it? Yes. And, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Christian Delgado is going to be coming out of the 12 car, and he's going to be hopping in the booth for broadcasting for us next season. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. Meanwhile, tomorrow we have the Xfinity series closing up season 10 as well. James Bowles, Alyssa Sharp, and couple other drivers. I can't remember the final four over there, but good luck to them. I think it's Chris Bishop is another one. And, but yeah, good luck to those guys tomorrow. It's about it, man. I really appreciate everything you've done for the league. You've really brought us next level as far as the graphics go. I really appreciate you, jumping in and trying new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and that's part of it, right? I mean,
Right.
We all just gotta, and I appreciate that, hopefully we can stay in touch, and hopefully we can bring some more of those graphics to life next season with Christian in the booth. And, good luck to you and your endeavors next season as well. And hopefully you have a good holiday season, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that good fun stuff. And hopefully Santa brings you something nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
For sure.
And I do also want to, I wasn't here at the beginning of the race, so I do want to say that my heart and prayers and my condolences are out with the Biffle family, as well as the other folks that were on board. I believe his name was Craig Wadsworth, and then I believe the Dutton brothers were on there. So I truly am sorry for the loss of those individuals, and the families are definitely in my heart. I'm thinking about them almost every hour. I really am, and it's and I also want to extend that out to the Annette family. We lost Michael Annette a couple weeks ago, and we don't want to forget about him and the loss there too. It's very difficult during the holiday seasons, especially, but anytime you lose a childhood, NASCAR driver, you watched for years. You watched him win his first race and followed his career, and it's just a tragic loss. And we're all going to be really missing out on the Biff Meister and everything that he was able to do for Western North Carolina during Hurricane Helene and stuff. So anyway, I didn't want to sign off without saying that. I do appreciate the drivers today that were able to run the paint schemes, get out there and do a little bit of an honorary tribute lap for them. Appreciate that. And everybody else, thanks for a good season. And we'll be in touch going into next season. A lot of new drivers coming in. Driver seat changes. Silly season is upon us. Officially, my work has now exponentially grown. So I have a lot to do. You know that slideshow intro we normally do? Yeah, no, I got to do that all over again, my friend. So,
Well,
any final words on your end? I'll hang up the mic and let you talk.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, Rhea, thank you so much again for allowing me to come up here and do this with you guys. Again, play test dummy with a couple of these graphics that a couple of them did not work out very well, and then ones that looked absolutely phenomenal when I was done with them. So still got a little bit of tweaking to do with some of them, but I definitely appreciate that. As far as the caution situation within the league, here's what it boils down to, and you're going to agree with me. Every single week, you guys have 30 plus drivers. I don't really know any other leagues except the one that has 30 plus drivers almost every single race. So
yeah,
when we get a bunch of quote unquote amateur drivers on track that think that they're the best in the world, it happens. We're racers. It's what we do. We're out here having fun, and sometimes that fun turns into disaster, and we all learn to move on and come back swinging the next race. So when I see big fields like this, I buckle myself down. I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to get some cautions in, going to be able to touch up on a few things, this, that, the other. But at the same time, it gives us time, like something that I started realizing the last couple of weeks, I'm going to start carrying like a little cheat sheet with me, figure out, some of these drivers and, highlight a few drivers throughout these cautions, especially, over at, Rec City over in, Richmond and Phoenix and, Pocono, where those, we can really touch up on quite a few drivers, on who they are, what they do for fun, yada, 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 So that's something that, we can start doing, to get more involvement with these drivers and to learn our drivers, our favorite drivers out here. So on that aspect, I'm not upset about cautions. It happens. I mean, there was a race last year or 2 years ago at Martinsville in the Xfinity series, and NASCAR was like, y'all, what the hell we doing? Because it was that bad of a race, and that's coming from pro drivers, and NASCAR was like, you guys know better. You guys know better. So don't let the caution counts get to you. It happens. We're all racers. We're out here fighting for a win, and it happens. And sometimes it gets the better of us.
It's a matter of gelling too. I mean, you look at some of the football teams. For example, NFL. You bring in a bunch of college players. The draft is over. You bring them in. And that's what preseason's about, bringing them in together for the first time, going through all the rough patches of the gelling process, figure out who meshes with who, and, has each other's back and all that stuff, gives each other room to do what they do best. And
Exactly.
when, there's a revolving door and you have this driver left because his work schedule changed or his family commitments changed or what have you, and then you bring in a new driver, it's going to take a little bit for them and everyone else to just get adjusted to that. And that's kind of what this season was about. We have a lot of new drivers, and I really appreciate the interest in it as well. And if you're listening and you want to join, go to isnfleague.com. And then there's a Discord logo on there. Just click it once. It'll bring you straight into our Discord channel. Tell us who you are. And go to the new drivers channel, the welcome page there. Fill out the form. Let us know what you want to do. We'll help you get set up. And, especially if you like NASCAR, you like the realism, we like to, obviously run the NASCAR authentic schemes. We do the teams, the paint schemes, and all that fun stuff. So welcome aboard. We can't guarantee that you'll get in a cup ride right away because we're definitely changing things for in the next season, but you can work your way toward that goal, and sooner or later you'll be driving the car of your dreams, and that's what we want, right? So
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Mike, I really appreciate everything that you've done, and I hope that you have better, have good luck going into another league next season, and hopefully. But I know there is one other league out there that has 44 drivers consistently every week. I'm a little jealous. If I could have 44, I mean, that's always, we had 40 tonight here, but 44, man, they crank that out every week. I don't know how in the heck they do that, but anyway.
Yeah, time, effort, everything else like that. But I mean, you've got pretty good field here yourself, so don't kick yourself in the butt too hard here. But on that note, Rhea, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. What a phenomenal season it has been for ISNF. Big congratulations goes out to Charles Roberson, your champion for this season. Congratulations to Craig Lautenslager getting second in the points. Cody Meadows, he'll bring it home third in points. And unfortunately, with that last fall there on the last couple of laps, Angel Hernandez, he will come fourth in the championship points for this season. So all around, what a wonderful season. What a great race. What a fun time. And you guys enjoy season 11. I know I will be watching when I can. You guys have fun, kick butt. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, again, our hearts go out to Biffle's family, friends, and everybody else's family, friends that were on board that plane as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us right here on the iCast Racing Network for the Biffle Memorial 200 right here at Auto Club. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you know how it goes. No matter what you guys do in life, have fun doing it. If it's not fun, you make it fun. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, you have yourself a beautiful time zone.
This has been a production of the iCast Racing Network powered by iRacing. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to like and subscribe for notifications for all of our live events right here on YouTube and Twitch. We would like to thank SDK Gaming for their production overlays that makes this event enjoyable. Until next time, happy time zones.